comes to talk. Welcome, everyone. A few things I want to talk about here, waiting for Trump to come out. So when Trump comes out for his rally, of course, I'll end. If he comes out and I'm not finished, I'll stop. But he's not out yet. A couple things I wanted to talk about today with what has been going on in the news. One, Trump has announced no more debates, which is exactly what Trump should do. No more debates. He's already done two. He's gone into unfriendly territory both times, CNN, and then this garbage on ABC News that was totally fixed. Okay, why should he do any more debates? I mean, how many times does he have to go into these Trump-hating places and be reprimanded by all these jerks? CNN, he's going up against Trump-hating jerks. ABC, Trump-hating jerks. What's he supposed to do? Be a punching bag and just go to these places and be barked at and judged and asked about Charlottesville, which has been totally debunked again? I mean, it's just total BS. So it's a very wise choice, but President Trump always makes the wisest of decisions, does he not? Indeed he does. So I'm glad to hear that. And, you know, yesterday when he went on Fox, they asked him if he would do, they asked Trump if he would do a debate on Fox hosted by Bret Baier and Martha MacCallum, and he said no, not with Martha and Bret. He would do it with Sean or Jesse Waters or Laura Ingraham. And they were pretty pissed off about that over at Fox. And I just watched, just a little while ago, an interview with Martha MacCallum. She interviewed the governor of Ohio, DeWine. First off, she's garbage. She's just a terrible person. And those of you in Ohio, you might as well have a damn Democrat governor, okay? I couldn't believe that, you know, she had DeWine on specifically to talk to him about Springfield, Ohio. She didn't ask about the pets. She didn't ask about the cats, the dogs, or the ducks. She didn't even bring up the people that have been killed from the traffic accidents. And DeWine, the whole time he was on, all he talked about was the poor and great Haitian people and what hard workers they are and what they contribute. DeWine didn't have a single word to say about the people of Springfield, Ohio. He's a real piece of work, I got to tell you, a real piece of work. He's sitting the highway patrol there to do some traffic work. That's what he said. And I'm listening to this segment with Martha MacCallum and DeWine, and, you know, I'm so glad that the Republican establishment was defeated. You know, when the Trump family took over the RNC, that was the end of the Republican establishment. The Republican establishment's power was through the money they controlled at the RNC, which is how all the campaigns, congressional campaigns, local campaigns, gubernatorial campaigns, were paid for, and that was their power. They've lost that. And I watched this. If you have a chance, look for that Martha MacCallum interview with DeWine today. I don't know if in Ohio they have a recall effort, but they should. I mean, he's a great governor of Haiti, but not of the people of Ohio. And Ohio is my home state. I'm in great Florida now, been here most of my life, but, you know, come on. Come on. You know, and for Martha MacCallum to have the governor of Ohio on, talking specifically about Springfield, and what I expected to happen was for Martha MacCallum and Governor DeWine to say that the stories about the cats, the dogs, and the ducks is not true. But they didn't even bring it up. She didn't ask, and he didn't volunteer it. So to me, the fact that Martha MacCallum did not ask about the cats, the dogs, or the ducks, and DeWine didn't comment on it, to me, that's a confirmation that it's true. If it was not true, they would go there to debunk it, to make fun of Trump. But they didn't, which means it's true. Just like the people that called me on the air this week who live in Springfield told me. Oh, no, President Trump did a wonderful job. If you miss my show this morning, it's the video before this one on my live streams. Go and watch it because it was a very good breakdown of what's going on. So I'm watching, and this is another thing that pisses me off, okay? I'm watching, I had Fox News on. I'm doing some work around the house, had Fox News on, and they had Ducey is with Kamala Harris inside her rally in North Carolina, and it's from his camera angle, it's a full house. And I thought he was a little close to the stage. I thought the press was too close to the stage, but it looked like a full house from what I saw behind him. But he was pretty close to the stage. I didn't get to see what was in front of him or anything. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. They made sure there's a crowd in there. So I go over to Twitter, and I'm just going through Twitter, reading the news on Twitter, and what do I find? They have found I don't know how many buses. But as far as the eye could see, the Kamala Harris campaign bussed people in on charter buses from, I don't know where. The buses are all painted the same. I don't know where these people came from, but they bussed all these people in. Hey, Pepsi, how you doing? That's my cat, Pepsi. You heard me talking about Springfield, so he came over here to show his support for the cats of Springfield. So this is a rally that is a rally. This is an event that Kamala Harris is having that looks to be a full house inside from the camera angles, and they've all been bussed in from somewhere. I have been to more Trump rallies and events than I can remember, and I know many of you probably have too. I've never seen any buses at a Trump rally. At a Trump rally, at a Trump speech, people get there on their own. We drive there in our own cars, okay? And that's how we go. And Ducey's inside. Oh, I'm covering the event. The story is outside. The story at the Kamala event is in North Carolina are the tour buses outside. Show the buses, Ducey. Ask the people where they came from. It was just, a week ago? That they brought people from Massachusetts to New Hampshire on buses, and it was a news story. We were all talking about it. And now here they are, Kamala Harris, doing it again. Amsterdam for Trump. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for your support. So this idea that these are real crowds showing up for her, unbelievable. And there's a video that is, thank you, Debbie. If you're new to my channel, by the way, please subscribe. This is where MAGA comes to talk, I'm here to tell you. And if you're already subscribed, if you could do me the favor of liking the video, that helps grow the channel too. But that's the story. Ducey standing inside, reporting live on Fox from inside. He's got nothing to cover. I'm here. Peter Ducey, I'm here inside, waiting for Kamala. The story's outside, jackass. Get outside and do your damn job. My goodness. These are fake crowds. This is why these hags on the Coven of the View and others on the left always say that Trump's crowds are fake, that they're paid crowds. It's because that's what they do. That's what the Democrats do. I don't know if you can hear the thunder. It's Florida. It's hurricane season. We're about to have another thunderstorm. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Pepsi, you wanna be on YouTube? Come here, Pepsi. Come here, Pepsi. Come here, Pepsi. He's laying over here on my Miss Pac-Man machine. Come here, Pepsi. Come here, Pepsi. Come on, buddy. They're about 4 months old now, 5 months old. Here he comes. Come on. Hey, buddy. Come here. Let me show you Pepsi. Whoa. This is Pepsi. This is Pepsi. That's right. He's about 4 months old, maybe 5. Yeah. Isn't he cute? Absolutely. Very cute. Oh, no, our cats listen. Our cats listen, but he's just a baby still. Oh, he's a great cat, him and his brother. That's Pepsi-Cola, and his brother is Coca-Cola. That's right. Now he's here on the table with me. But that, this is what really, now he wants to be on YouTube. Hey, Pepsi. What's up, buddy? That's right. I know. He's a MAGA kitten. He's just on YouTube showing his support for the cats of Springfield, Ohio. Yeah, they're from the same litter. Absolutely. And Pepsi here is named after Mark Levin's dog. Mark Levin, many years ago, had a dog that he wrote a book about named Pepsi. And I always liked that name, so I wanted to name a pet Pepsi for a long time. So when we got the two kittens, we're trying to think of a name that we could name them that kind of went together. And I said, what about Pepsi and Coca-Cola? And Kathy liked it. So it stuck. And they're good names. But anyway, yeah, all right, now he's getting to be a hog. Hold on. Yes. Okay. All right, buddy, over here. I know. We stand with the cats of Springfield. Yes, we do. But you know, the thing with the news today, you know, Trump not doing a debate. Why should he be doing a debate on any of these cable outlets? They all hate him, including Fox. And, you know, if Fox was a real news outlet, what they would be doing is they would be covering that Kamala Harris just filled up her venue with people she bussed in from God knows where. And, you know, the thing that pisses me off about Fox News, okay, they used to be all right. Hold on, I'm getting calls here, so hold on. Hold on, guys. I got to restart the stream if you can hear me. All right. We're back. Yes. Okay, hold on. I'm getting text messages now. But anyway, they all hate him, okay? CNN hates him. MSNBC hates him. CNN hates him. ABC hates him. CBS hates him. ABC hates him, and obviously Fox News hates him too, okay? They hate him, and the reason they hate him is because they're run by Paul Ryan and, well, thank you very much, Travis. They're run by Paul Ryan on the board of directors and a bunch of other creeps, okay? And that's why everyone on Fox News has calling former President Trump nonstop. So why should he go on to debate on any of these news outlets? You know, we can't have one debate that is moderated by someone who likes him. You know, and I was talking today about the one moderator being the sorority sister of Kamala. This is insane, right? You've got the moderators are always Democrats. I mean, you look at them. Every single debate, it's been this way for decades. And it's about time that someone has done what Trump has done and said, no more of this. Screw it. You know, enough. You know, these people are out there to just set you up. Well, there was actually a story today. Let me see if I might have retweeted this. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. Let me see here. Because I did read this on Twitter. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. Listen to this. This is on X, all right? This is Chuck Calesto on X. And he posted this a little more than 2 hours ago. Listen to this. Bombshell report. ABC whistleblower to reveal Kamala Harris's campaign was given sample questions that were essentially the same questions that were given during the debate. Reports also indicate that the Kamala Harris campaign were provided separate assurances that Trump would be fact-checked and Kamala Harris would not be fact-checked. Really? This is complete insanity. I hope President Trump talks about this when he does his speech this afternoon at his rally. This is nuts. So we got a whistleblower coming through. Hold on, guys. I got to go and help my wife do something real quick, okay? I'll be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere. Hey, guys, I'm back. Thanks. Sorry, I had to go help my wife do something. She's under the weather, and she needed me to go and do something for her. See, I'm a little out of breath because I ran there and ran back and took care of it. So anyway, we've got this news story, and Chuck Callisto says there's an ABC whistleblower saying that Kamala was given the questions, okay, and promised that they would fact check Trump and not her. What the hell? What the hell? How is this acceptable? How is this acceptable? Why is this happening? And in fact, it is not acceptable. And that's why I was, this morning, this is my third live stream today about the debate and how ABC everybody should be fired for this that's involved in it. Everyone from that debate should be fired. We now have confirmation they gave him the questions. We now have something we didn't even have before, that they gave assurances to Kamala Harris and her campaign that they would fact-check Trump. And by the way, their 7 fact checks were wrong, and that they wouldn't fact-check her. What the freak is that about? Not only should everyone be fired, ABC News owes an apology, not just to Trump, but to the viewers. They owe an apology to their viewers and to the American people. I'm sorry. Reports indicate, this is Chuck Callisto, reports indicate the Kamala Harris campaign were provided separate assurances Trump would be fact-checked and Kamala Harris would not. That's not a debate. That's crooked. Can you imagine if we did that? What would happen if the Republicans even suggested something like that? If the Republicans did something like that, I'd be pissed off at them too, wouldn't you? Because it would make us look bad. But see, the Democrat, I got a sneeze coming on, guys. I'm sorry. So we all knew that she had to have gotten the questions in advance. But now we know for a fact, it's been confirmed because there's an ABC whistleblower who's confirmed it. Think about that. An ABC whistleblower has confirmed it. And, her sorority sister, this is not just a normal sorority. This is the leading black sorority in the country. It's a very expensive sorority. Upper crust people are in it. Very, very powerful a sorority. This is what everything that happened with this debate is crooked. I've never seen anything like this. And I'm not saying that there haven't been problems before at debates, but we've never had so many facts confirming it like this. So what do we have? We know that she got the questions in advance now. We know her sorority sister, I can't believe that, is a moderator. They gave her the custom-made midget podium so she didn't look short. And they had no side-by-sides. They did a split screen to hide her height. She had the earpiece in. They said they would fact-check Trump, but not Kamala, right? David Muir was debating Trump, which he's not supposed to do as the moderator, and they muted his mic, and they didn't even mute hers like they were supposed to. Did I leave anything out that we know about from this crooked debate? And they're saying that he's a coward because he won't do it again? That fool me once. You know how that goes. Well, this is nuts. Now, I'm not making this up. These are things that are being reported. I wish that these things were not true. Everything I've said has been widely reported. Here it is again. Breaking news. ABC, this just broke. I'm going to retweet this right now. Somebody just tweeted this and tagged me. Breaking news. ABC whistleblower will release an affidavit claiming the Kamala Harris campaign was given sample questions that were essentially the same questions that were given during the debate, as well as assurances that Trump would be fact-checked and Kamala would not. There you got it. That's it. Absolutely. So, no, this has happened. This this is fact. This is not speculation now. This is an ABC whistleblower. I mean, there has been nothing about, and then she's bussing in people to a rally with a fake crowd today. Are you kidding me? There's nothing about that debate that was real. It was a 100% setup. And he's supposed to do it again on another liberal network? Are you kidding me? Why would he do that? Why should he do that? He shouldn't. And it will never stop. Yeah. Yeah. Karl Rove critiques Trump's debate loss. He didn't lose. He didn't lose. Even with them setting it up against him like they did, he still won. Well, the whistleblower, they're in trouble. You don't think they're trying to find who that whistleblower is? No, he didn't lose. No. What happened that he lost? What did she ask him, and what was his response that you would say is a loss? Because I'm not familiar with that moment in the debate, and I watched it. Now, there was an amazing thing that happened yesterday in New York for the 9/11 remembrance. Did you see this? Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, sitting president and vice president, walk into a room, sound of silence. Trump comes in, the crowd goes nuts. Let me pull this up. I'll play it for you. Hold on. So this is Kamala and Biden walk in. Silence. No one even hardly looks at him or notices. And they're in shock. And then when Trump comes in, you know.
There he is.
This is when Trump comes in. What a difference. What a difference. That's absolutely amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Never seen anything like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whistleblower. Yeah, like Colonel Vindman. That whistleblower was okay to the Democrats, wasn't it? Colonel Vindman was fine. And then, this is amazing. Elon Musk, the great Elon Musk. He's Elon Musk, who sent Americans into space the day before yesterday, sent another rocket up today. I saw them both take off from my house this morning and on my way to work yesterday. The first civilian commercial spacewalk just occurred today because of Elon Musk and SpaceX. You know, he's a brilliant guy. And today he tweeted, listen to this, ABC, CBS, NBC. Harris's coverage, Kamala's coverage by ABC, CBS, and NBC, 84% positive. Their coverage. Legacy Media, 84% coverage of Kamala positive. 89% of Trump's coverage is negative. I mean, come on. Come on. And he's supposed to go on another one of those networks and do another fixed debate? Are you kidding me? She going to have another sorority sister moderate on the next one? And still, you know, she said in that debate she's a gun owner. I still haven't heard anybody ask her what gun it is that she owns. Kamala's a gun owner? Since when is Kamala Harris a gun owner? Have any of you ever heard that before? It's the first I've heard of it. President Trump's supposed to come out in about 30 minutes. Don't worry, I'm monitoring it. I would never stream up against President Trump. Give me a break. A gun. I'd love somebody to ask her, you're a gun owner, Madam Vice President. What gun do you own? And then ask her a couple of questions about it. Wouldn't you like to hear that? Oh, man. I would love to hear that. Here is, there's a lot of media now in Springfield. This is Frontlines from Turning Point USA. Turning Point USA is in Springfield. They're interviewing a man and a woman in Springfield who say that a 22-year-old Haitian illegal has been enrolled as a freshman in high school.
And then
these are grandparents that have grandkids in the local schools.
And then they're putting them in our schools. And the other part of that is if the Haitians haven't had a high school education, they don't have a degree, their diplomas, by law, they can apply and go to high school until they're 22 years old in Ohio.
And they're putting them in with freshmen to start here.
So freshmen, how old are you when you were a freshman? 14, right? I think I was 14 and turned 15 in 9th grade. So they're putting 22-year-old illegals in the local Springfield high school with 14-year-old little boys and little girls.
And with us, we've got a granddaughter that is a freshman in Springfield City Schools this year. And now the possibility of having a 21-year-old Haitian.
Do you have any concern for your granddaughter?
Extremely concerned, because the person that told us that said they've had some issues with the, some of them coming in and, the natural hormones of the male human body have created some situations and kind of left it at that.
I thought if you were that age, you had to go get your GED, go to adult night school or something. Why are they letting men in their 20s be freshmen in high school with 14-year-old girls? See, here, Libs of TikTok. Got the ABC moderator, Lindsay Davis, and Kamala Harris are sorority sisters. See, it's getting out there now. People are starting to report it. Here is, this is an African-American woman who posted this. It's on X.
So I'm finding out this morning that one of the moderators, the lady that was up there, is actually Kamala's sorority sister. So you have the sorority sister, and then you have her best friend that is one of the execs. So now we know why there was a 3-on-1 debate.
Yeah, exactly. One of her best friends runs the network. Her sorority sister moderated it. I mean, what the hell? What the hell? I have never seen something as crooked as this in my life. This is nuts. Now, Dr. Phil had I got like a focus group after the debate the other night, and this is an independent voter on Dr. Phil's program after the debate.
I really, really wanted Vice President Harris to hit it out of the park. I don't think she did. I think she did better than some people expected her to. The cackle was not there. I kept waiting for it.
See, now this is interesting. Independently liberal. She wanted Kamala to win, she said. So she's a Kamala person. Think about that. She wanted Kamala to win.
I really, really wanted Vice President Harris to hit it out of the park. I don't think she did. I think she did better than some people expected her to. The cackle was not there. I kept waiting for it, and it didn't come. But I still didn't get answers. I didn't get answers to fundamental questions that we need to know as voters. And we just keep getting circled around that.
Like what? What did you not get an answer to?
Her economic plans. What is an opportunity economy? What does that mean? Who's paying for the tax cuts that she's proposing? Because in my opinion, giving people down payment assistance on houses just drives inflation up higher. Who's paying for all of these child tax credits? That's just the taxpayers coming out of pocket and hurting the middle class again. So I don't think that we got to the meat and potatoes of the things that really matter. And we know from Donald Trump's presidency before, he can fix the economy. So I was really looking for her to make an impact on my thought process tonight, and she didn't deliver that.
A woman who said she wanted Kamala Harris to win. And that's her take away from it. That's amazing. She wanted her to win, and she wanted her to win bad. And she was disappointed. Nothing. Trump won. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. So all this crap and that is with Kamala Harris having the whole debate rigged in her favor. And still, the woman said Trump won. Is that amazing? Again, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And Everyone who's already subbed, if you could please like the video, and if you'd like to support my channel and my content, go to mypillow.com and use my promo code Kane at checkout, Kane, and load up. You can save up to 80% off of top MyPillow products with my promo code Kane. It is free shipping on all orders over $75. And the MyPillow that started it all, which is a beautiful pillow that you will love. I've got a whole bunch of them, just $19.98. Good deal with my promo code Kane at checkout, Kane. And don't forget the MyPillow towel set. The 6-piece MyPillow towel set is $25. The best towels you've ever had. I've got a few sets of them, and they are spectacular. Promo code Kane, Kane, at mypillow.com. So here's another Trump hater in the media, Major Garrett. He used to be on Fox. He was there for many, many years. And he's on CBS now. And he went to Michigan. And he went in a local restaurant to talk to people about who they want to win in November.
For this election, would you say your mind is made up?
Yes.
And that is?
Trump.
Okay. Are you a previous Trump supporter?
The first year he won in 2016, I was not.
Did you vote for Hillary?
I did vote for Hillary, but
Okay.
I cried when she did not win.
Okay. Then what happened?
And then I just felt like he did a good job. I liked the fact that he was not a politician.
You believe you were better off 4 years ago?
Oh, absolutely.
Small business owner Andrew Singrati backs Trump too.
Isn't that amazing? A Hillary voter who's voting for Trump. That is absolutely amazing. And then he went back to the studio. Let me pull this video up. Here's another clip from the same story, Major Garrett.
How will you feel if Trump doesn't win?
Petrified.
Petrified?
Petrified.
Of what may be happening?
All the illegals coming through, they're going to make it up here to Michigan.
What is going on at the border scares me to death. I just hold my breath every day hoping that somebody that I love doesn't get hurt.
Really? You think about it that much?
Yes.
That's amazing. This is Michigan. So let me see if I've got the other clip of him. I played it this morning, so I know I must have it somewhere. Oh, if I come across it, I'll show it to you, because I got some others I want to show you. I'll find the other one. I'll come to it. It'll come to me. I'll find it. But that's absolutely amazing. And what he said later is he couldn't find any undecided voters, and everyone he talked to out of the whole group, it favored Trump in Michigan, because people are suffering in this country. How much are you paying for gas and groceries and everything? People can hardly afford food and to fill up their gas tanks now. And and it's interesting. A common thing you're hearing from people that are interviewed in the media is they don't like Trump, but they're voting for him anyway because they were better off when he was president. Or they'll say something like, "You don't have to like someone to vote for him." You're hearing that a lot. And so those are all people that have walked away from the Democrat Party and are now going to Trump, which is amazing. It's amazing. When Trump left after his first term, I told you guys, I said, when everything was all over, I said, we're going to find that when Trump has his second term and it's non-consecutive, that he's going to have a complete mandate. People are going to be loving him back because things are going to be so bad under Joe Biden. I didn't think they'd be this bad, but they're bad. That they're going to be cheering him in the streets to come back. And here we are. He's going to come in with a mandate to further whatever agenda he wants to put forward. Because the American people, even a whole bunch of them that have never voted for him before and don't like him, want him back. People, vote their pocketbook, right? And here's the election, in the holiday season. We're coming, it's right before Thanksgiving. People's coming up to Christmas. People are struggling financially, and they're worried about buying Christmas gifts for their kids. They're worried about buying turkey and all the fixings for Thanksgiving, and they're going to vote for the woman who's made life unaffordable and brought hunger to us. I don't think so. That's why you see this trend all in Trump's favor. And Joy Behar over on The View, she's such a racist. I mean, there's that photo of her going out in blackface years ago. she had Usher on, and because he's black, she just assumes he's a Democrat who's going to bash Trump and support Kamala. Listen, and Usher wasn't having it. Listen.
In this emergency that we're in, I think that
the emergency I think she's referring to is that Trump's doing so well, he's going to be reelected. So Joy Behar believes that's an emergency.
In this emergency that we're in, I think that the Who's artists should come out and speak for Kamala against Donald Trump, because he is an existential threat to the country. What do you say to that?
You know what? I don't get too deep into politics. I didn't get a chance to watch the debate last night. I obviously have been watching like everybody else. I think voting is an individual choice. And I think that you're right. You have to look at the reality of the country that we are and the country that we want to be, and find the candidate that you feel both are who fits the category of where we want to be. And that's it. And that's what you vote based off of. Who you highlight and how you choose to highlight it on whatever platform you have is your prerogative.
Yes.
Oh, they're so disappointed that he won't take a position. He's smart, and that's how it should be for musicians, okay? And that you could tell it took a while to get an applause. And they're not happy with Usher. They won't be having him back anytime soon. They didn't like how that went down. Oh, I know it's amazing. And here you got Joy Behar, typical racist Democrat liberal. She just racially stereotypes him because he's a black guy. He's gonna support Kamala and trash Trump, and he wasn't having any of it. So this is Martha McCallum. She had a focus group of it looks like, is it all black people? It looks like all black people, or at least mostly black people, after the debate. And what you hear here is a black woman on the Fox News focus group right after the debate giving her thoughts on Kamala and Trump.
Race baiting and fear mongering was a big part of her tactic tonight.
Part of Kamala's tactic.
Yes, Kamala's tactic.
And I remember this is a black woman talking.
Race baiting and fear mongering was a big part of her tactic tonight.
Part of Kamala's tactic.
Yes, Kamala's tactic.
Okay. What in particular would you remember about that?
Especially when she brought up the Central Park 5. I think that's a hot button issue.
Okay, now the Central Park 5, I just want to tell you guys, the Central Park 5 confessed and they pled guilty. So what are people to think? You know, they say, what the Democrats try to say is that Trump's a racist for wanting the Central Park 5 prosecuted. They confessed and they pled guilty. What are people supposed? And by the way, they were guilty. Okay, they got some bleeding heart lawyers and got out and all that stuff. One of them is a city councilman in New York now, but I don't care what they do. Nothing's going to get me to confess and plead guilty to a felony like that that's going to send me to prison for the 20 years of the rest of my life that I did not do. But they confessed and they pled guilty. So what are you supposed to think? How is it racist to think they did it when they confessed and pled guilty? You're supposed to disagree with them that they didn't do it and that they're not guilty even though they confessed and pled guilty? But anyway, this nice African-American lady in Martha McCallum's focus group after the debate. Let's get back to her.
Okay. What in particular would you remember about that?
Especially when she brought up the Central Park 5. I think that's a hot button issue, especially for a lot of African Americans, but she leaves out a lot of specifics to that. Like the lead prosecutor was a Democrat at the time. Back then, Donald Trump was also a Democrat. He wasn't always a Republican, and he was praised heavily in a good way for taking out that ad in the paper because a lot of people did think that they were guilty. So a lot of people that were against Trump now were once a big fan of his, and I think he was gaslit during the entire debate, and that was probably why he was so defensive. Yes. And even when he brought up the topic of race, he brought that up because she's pandering. She's using being black as a trope to get the black vote, I'm sorry. But instead of her leaning into it, I would have liked to see her lean into the fact that, yes, I am a black woman, and this is my plan for Black America, but she clearly doesn't have a plan because she's essentially not black. But she used that as a moment to paint him as a racist.
Yeah, you notice how many black people keep saying she's not black. They say it's racist to say she's not black. I keep hearing black people like that girl say that she's not black. Are they racist for saying she's not black? Or is it just white people are racist? You know, I don't know what she is. I don't know. I agree with Trump. It doesn't matter what she is. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But that's absolutely amazing. And everything that woman said is 100% accurate. 100% accurate. Now, if you're just joining the stream, my name's Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. If you're new, subscribe. And those of you that are already subscribed, please like the video. It helps grow the channel. So here's Kamala Harris. She said she's not going to take our guns away, and she's, in fact, a gun owner.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. But, I mean, listen, I don't think we lack for great ideas. As I've said many times, we've been having great ideas for decades. The problem is that Congress does not have the courage to act. And that is why, from the beginning, I have said, my agenda includes attempting to get Congress to act, but if they don't within the first 100 days of my administration, I'm going to take executive action. Because what we need is action.
Executive action to take back take our guns from us. Executive action. That is gun confiscation. She's given multiple interviews where she's talked about mandatory buyback programs. Think about that, a mandatory buyback program. Any of you guys watching in Australia? That's what they did in Australia. They did it in the UK too. They forced you to give your guns back to the government. And the Second Amendment is the Second Amendment of our Constitution. The Bill of Rights are the first 10 amendments of the U.S. Constitution. And that's number 2, the right to bear arms. Okay? And should not be infringed. And that's all Democrats care about, is infringing upon our constitutional guarantees from our Bill of Rights. Exactly. She claims that those were not earbuds, but those were Tiffany earrings. She's wearing Tiffany earrings and a $60,000 necklace, but she's a middle-class girl who understands. You know, and some of you may say, well, she's vice president, she's got to have nice stuff. When Sarah Palin was running with John McCain, she bought a new wardrobe for the campaign trail. The campaign bought her a new wardrobe. And the media were just outraged at how expensive her clothes were. And I tell you, she wasn't wearing clothes as expensive as Kamala. But Kamala, $60,000 necklace, and she is she's a woman of the people, man. That's right. She gets it. She gets it. Got to say that's your typical middle class, your middle class girl there. And you know, for those that say that Kamala won, which is just absurd, ABC did a poll that they aired immediately after the debate. 92% said that Trump won. 92%. 4% said Kamala, and 4% said there was no clear winner. 92% in the ABC poll said that Trump won right after the debate. And those first reactions are so often the only accurate ones, right? And then they get to the spin room. Like if you remember, in the debate that was so good and devastating for Biden that he had with Trump, that he had to drop out of the race after the debate, right? Yeah. Yeah, and if you remember, right after that debate, they were all depressed, all the legacy media, and they were, don't worry, by the way, I am monitoring Right Side Broadcasting, so if Trump comes out, I'll stop immediately. If Trump comes out before I'm done, I'll stop on a dime, guys, okay? Don't you worry. I'm watching it right now, so I don't miss it. He's supposed to come out in 9 minutes, according to Newsmax, but he's not out yet. You always know when Trump's going to come out because Lee Greenwood comes on. When you hear Lee Greenwood, you know it's time, right? But, yeah, I mean, come on. Give me a break. This is a landslide that we're looking to have here. Now, if you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. Also, there's a new poll. Let me see, I got this. Listen to this. The latest Polymarket odds, right? You remember Richie the bus driver called me a couple weeks ago? He was panicked over the odds. Listen to this. Republicans now have a 74% chance of winning control over the Senate, according to the latest Polymarket odds. 74% chance of winning the Senate the Republicans have. That's amazing. And, of course, a third of the Senate is up every 2 years. So anyone who's voting Republican in the Senate is voting Republican for president. So there you got it. There's another poll. 74%. Latest national poll, Trump leading Kamala nationally in the latest poll from Rasmussen still. Okay, this one just out today. So everything is in Trump's favor. The trend is in his favor and in his direction. Here's it, so don't worry, guys. We do have to have a mass turnout. There's no getting around that. We got to have a massive turnout. We need to have a turnout of 100 million. Okay, so these are the polls. That's Rasmussen. Rasmussen's lead pollster was interviewed by Benny Johnson day before yesterday, and Rasmussen's top pollster said that the Rasmussen data is showing them that Trump has a good chance of winning the popular vote. The popular vote. That doesn't happen anymore, but they say it could happen with him, and that's what the Rasmussen data is telling them. Is that something? The popular vote? Holy smokes! If Rasmussen's polls, if their data is telling them that the popular vote is in play for Trump, it's going to be a landslide. We may have some blue states go red early in the evening on the East Coast. Then we'll know. Kamala was a child. Kamala, it was just too choreographed. This thing where she would put her, she would look over at Trump and judge him and laugh. Give me a break. Give me a break. She's standing there in judgment of him. No, Rasmussen does not lean right. Rasmussen leans accurate. If a poll is accurate, they say it leans right. That is not true. Rasmussen leans towards accuracy. There's a difference. Just because it's leaning in Trump's favor doesn't mean it leans Republican. It leans in accuracy, which is what these pollsters want. They want to be accurate. And as you get closer to the elections, the credible polls, like Nate Silver, who's a Democrat, Rasmussen, and others, are going to start to show Trump's winning, because when the election is over, they want people to say to them in the next election that Nate Silver and Rasmussen, who were accurate, who were right on the last election, are now saying this. So no, we are fine. Here's another Sarah Carter. Lindsay Davis, ABC moderator, and Kamala Harris are sorority sisters. So here we have it. Sarah Carter is now on this story.
This business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So
you hear that? They're gun owners. They're not taking anyone's guns away. She owns guns. Tim Walz owns guns. Well, listen to this montage. Listen.
This business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
I support buybacks, and it's something I'm so passionate about and so looking forward to being president to address. We've got to deal with this.
How mandatory is your gun buyback program?
It's mandatory.
Stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
Yeah, right. So here she is. A mandatory gun buyback. There you have it. Does that sound American to you? Doesn't to me. Oh, I'm not. I am very biased in favor of Trump. I got a Trump shirt on. I got a Trump Make America Great Again hat on. Are you kidding me? No. But I don't call myself a journalist. I'm an editorialist. Okay? I'm an editorialist. I give my opinions. Right? I don't parade myself as a fair and balanced journalist without opinions like ABC News and Fox News and CNN and MSNBC do. Big difference, guys. How much is Trump paying me? Nothing. Nothing. Except that, what I get to keep of my own money from the Trump tax cuts, which if you had a job and made money, you'd be able to keep more money too. But to get tax cuts, you got to have a job and make some money. So, no. I'm not a DJ. I'm a radio talk show host. There's a difference. Yeah. Well, yeah. Not that I would turn down Trump money, but I'm not getting any. I'll just be satisfied with my Trump tax cuts that Kamala says she is going to let expire. I'm still monitoring. Trump is not out yet. When he comes out, if I'm still streaming, I will end the stream, guys. Don't worry. I would never stream while the greatest president ever is giving a speech. No way. America first, absolutely. Absolutely. But, as I was talking about, I heard the Ohio governor, DeWine, didn't say anything about the people of Springfield. All he talked about was the Haitians that are there. And he didn't even, and he said there's 15,000. Well, the people that live there say there's over 20,000. Who cares? You'd care if you lived in Springfield. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. I really hope he talks about the crooked debate and how they had it set up and everything. I really hope he talks about that. He didn't refuse. He debated her. How many times is he supposed to debate her? He debated her this week. No, I never really was into The Simpsons too much, guys. Let's see. As soon as he comes out, I will stop. And, the people that are at this Trump speech in Arizona, they didn't get bussed in on charter buses like at Kamala's event today. These are people who drove themselves there. Listen, President Trump just came out on stage. He's about to speak. So I'm going to throw it to Right Side Broadcasting. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, like the video. Take care. Thanks for watching. It's time to watch Trump.